Ladies and gentlemen, I'm most grateful for the invitation to speak today at this critical Our Ocean conference. Like so many of you, my good friend Secretary John Kerry and I have been fighting for our ocean for quite some time. Now, while we are seeing some success in mobilizing action on climate, including recently at COP26 in Glasgow, it is, of course, absolutely crucial that we accelerate action for the ocean. Climate, the ocean and biodiversity are, in fact, part of one common planetary system that helps sustain all life on Earth. What we do to the ocean and to nature, we ultimately do to ourselves. As stewards of this precious planet, it is our actions and our actions alone that will determine its future. Despite the essential role the ocean plays in maintaining harmony between nature, people and planet, human activity over the past several centuries has contributed to the rapid decline in ocean health, be it from global warming, unsustainable, unreported, unregulated and illegal fishing practices, or pollution. No one knows this better than the world's large ocean states, who are seeing the impact at first hand. This situation is indeed dire, and the consequences of inaction and business as usual are unimaginable. We must recognize that our economic system is at the heart of the problem, precisely because it is at odds and not in harmony with nature's own economy. However, this same economic system of ours, if retargeted, is key to the solution. For example, major industries such as fishing, aquaculture and coastal tourism depend upon ocean health, and in particular, the wider establishment of an ecosystem-based approach to ocean management. Now, having consulted leaders over the past 3 years through my Sustainable Markets Initiative, there is broad agreement that we need to harness the power and resources of the private sector if we are to accelerate a more sustainable future. While governments can help shape targets and bring billions of dollars to the table, the private sector can bring trillions of dollars, along with operational know-how and speed for implementation at the huge scale required. At the same time, it is of the greatest importance we design solutions that genuinely benefit local communities through a healthier environment, ocean-friendly jobs, and increased prosperity. Bearing in mind that I and others have tried to stress this on frequent occasions in the past, and with the need for urgent action on the sustainable blue economy in mind, I would like to outline, if I may, a few areas where we could make a tremendous difference if we joined forces. First of all, by specifically mapping, zoning, and protecting at least 30% of the ocean by 2030 and at least 50% by 2050, we can help the ocean and marine ecosystems to recuperate. This is utterly vital to long-term ocean health and economic prosperity. But today, less than 3% of the ocean is fully protected. We know full protection is the quickest return on investment from the ocean's miraculous regeneration, with increased economic benefit for well-managed fisheries and tourism. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, if nations want to obtain the maximum benefit from the ocean, we need to increase, enforce, and finance marine protection. Second, by rewarding sustainable fishing practices and penalizing those that are not, we can incentivize better ocean management. As consumers, we should make ocean and land-friendly choices when we make our purchases. Selecting certified products is a good place to start, and this can increasingly be done through digital ID. Third, we need to address plastic pollution at a massive scale. We have seen unequivocal evidence that plastics are not only polluting our waters, but are entering our food chains and our bodies. We are quite literally poisoning ourselves. It seems obvious that we should be looking for natural alternatives to plastic and transitioning rapidly to these alternatives. In the meantime, we need to support the world's innovators to scale up the removal of plastics from our ocean, waterways and landfills, while strengthening recycling efforts and the more rapid development of the circular economy. Fourth, with 80% of all tourism taking place in coastal areas, tourists, the tourism industry and governments have an opportunity to reimagine the future of tourism with a healthy ocean in mind. Fifth, and finally, we know that if ocean temperatures and acidification continue to rise, coral reefs and the marine species that depend on them will not survive. The carbon in our atmosphere and the health of the ocean are inextricably linked. Innovation, sustainable energy transition, and new technologies across industries need to be fast-tracked and scaled up around the world. The protection and restoration of key ocean habitats can equally play a vital role in addressing climate change. Now, recent reports have demonstrated that for every dollar invested in marine protected areas, there is a return of $10. The economic case is clear. To make rapid progress, we now need to move from the conceptual to practical scaled-up implementation. This means clear market signals, robust industry roadmaps, mapping of action areas, detailed delivery plans, enhanced access to finance and investment, a robust ocean science, and clear pathways for community benefit and economic growth. Ladies and gentlemen, the ocean's centrality on this planet as the largest reservoir of biodiversity and life demands our concerted attention and transformative action. I pray, therefore, that in response to the immense crisis we face, this summit can lead to a genuine global alliance between the private, public and NGO sectors. In this regard, and with the combined effect of my Sustainable Markets Initiative, I stand with you all in this most pressing of endeavours.